Welcome to another episode of Music Therapy. I'm your resident psychotherapist, John Thewin, and today we are listening to Dear Alcohol by DAX. Right, so right in that beginning, he's coming up with an excuse to drink. He says, I don't think you're as bad as what they say. Everything else in this world is temporary. So why does it even matter? Yeah, that is a key excuse that people use to drink and drug all the time. And he is rationalizing. Rationalizing is a fancy word for making an excuse for a poor behavior. So he's saying, screw it, life's temporary, I might as well drink. Not the best line of thinking, but here he goes.
I got wasted cause I didn't want to deal with myself tonight. My thoughts get drowned until I feel alright.
Wow, what an intro. That is incredible. That drop, I think that is a very pervasive reason people do drink and drug is because they want to escape suffering in their life. And when suffering becomes unbearable, they have nothing else to cope with typically because that's all they've ever done is drink and drug. So, wow, I think that hits home of a lot of people in recovery and a lot of people in active addiction.
Cause I didn't want to deal with myself tonight. My thoughts get drowned until I feel alright.
And drinking to reduce the frequency of thought is another keystone part of drinking. Sometimes the brain can feel like it's wilding out, that it's just rolling so fast, and the only way to get relief is by drinking because it slows down the rate of your thoughts. However, there are many other ways to reduce the frequency of your thoughts. Going for a jog, hitting the gym, doing something like reading a book or watching shorts on Instagram. All of those things can distract you and reduce the frequency of negative thoughts.
And I keep drinking till I'm someone I don't recognize. I got wasted cause I didn't want to deal with myself tonight. My thoughts get drowned until I feel alright. I keep drinking till I'm someone I don't recognize. I got wasted.
Yeah, I love that, how he drinks until he can't recognize himself and the thoughts feel alright. I'm sure the next day he's not going to be feeling alright with all those regrets of his shadow self coming out to play with him in his active addiction, right? When you drink, drug, it's a gambling problem. We don't know what's going to happen when we wake up tomorrow morning. We could drive drunk. We could make regrettable decisions, and that's what he's experiencing. He doesn't like who he becomes when he drinks, but he likes the process leading up to it, of it reducing the thoughts that he has that are really negative.
Repeat the cycle every day. I gotta start with a drink. My life been getting sorta crazy and I don't wanna think. I look myself right in the mirror.
Wow, so now we're getting deeper into the addiction. He's drinking right when he wakes up in the morning. To me, that says he's physically dependent on drinking. And alcohol is one of the hardest drugs in the world, in that if you cold turkey it and you stop after drinking a lot, you can die from withdrawals. And you need a medical detox if you are going to drink and stop altogether all at once. And they'll give you a taper of some medication that will help you safely withdraw from alcohol and detox. So DAX is dealing with the negative spectrum of addiction at this point, right? Drinking to maintain his feeling okay.
And I don't even blink. Then I get angry, take the rest and pour it right in the sink. I know where this road goes. Alcohol ain't my friend, but I keep drinking cause these demons roaming follow me around everywhere I go. It clouds my mind and soul, it turns my heart cold, but I keep drinking drinking cause it makes me feel like I'm not alone. I'm having
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that visual where the hands are reaching at him, like devil hands reaching towards his addiction. And the sad truth of addiction is the drug of choice becomes your best friend, whether that's drinking or Xanax or fentanyl or shopping. It becomes something that you confide in and that you put in so much stock in that it feels like a true relationship with another person because you sacrifice so much for it. And that's what addiction does. It makes us feel like we're not alone, and that's why people come back to it when they're in really critical, desperate situations in life. Let's go back a little bit.
around everywhere I go. It clouds my mind and soul. It turns my heart cold. But I keep drinking cause it makes me feel like I'm not alone. I'm having problems, my problem let me reach out. Looking at this bottle, having nothing but doubt. Don't wanna drink, but it keeps coming around and around and around. I got wasted cause I didn't wanna deal with myself.
Oh, how cool. He's floating like he's possessed by some sort of alcohol demon, right? Yeah, and the pride what he mentions, his pride won't let him reach out, is so true. That we never want to ask for help when we need it because we feel like we're bringing other people down and we're better than asking for help. And that is such a factual wrong. We need help in order to survive, and asking for help is a strength, not a weakness. Young men and people in the military especially are taught that asking for help means you're weak. And that's not the case, right? Imagine you can't have a one-person army. You need people who are willing to ask for help when they need it. And the same is true with the plight of mental illness in this country and in the world and so many more problems.
Tonight my thoughts get drowned until I feel alright. I keep drinking till I'm someone I don't recognize. I got wasted cause I didn't wanna deal with myself tonight. My thoughts get drowned until I feel alright. I keep drinking till I'm someone I don't recognize. I got wasted, I know I need to quit. I gotta do it.
Oh, he's fallen off his sofa, drunk. He's got the bottle in his hand, looks heavily intoxicated, and he's having the realization that he finally needs to quit, right? And there is this beginning point. Alcohol was helping him reduce his thoughts, and now he's drinking to maintain it. He is falling off, clearly impaired, and he knows he needs to quit. And this is the cycle of addiction. At some point, whether it's falling off your sofa, getting a DUI, or making regrettable decisions, there is the aha moment of I need to quit, I need to stop because this substance is ruining my life.
Better example to these kids, cause they watching when I'm there, but I'm scared, cause I've been chasing the man that I am. When I start to drink, he's cocky, confident, and he don't give a damn what you think.
So he's drinking to instill a sense of confidence in himself that feels authentic. Whereas when he's sober, he feels a little more insecure, a little more trepidatious around what he says, who he is, how he does things. And how true is that? I mean, so many people struggle with confidence in their life, and they can take this elixir of alcohol and boost up their confidence in the short term. But the sad thing is it's not sustainable. You can't grow confidence while you're dependent on alcohol or drugs. Confidence comes from being sober and overcoming those adversities in your own capacity.
This world is beating me down and it's pushed me right to the brink. I take a shot every time because man, it helps me escape. I'm taking care of these people, but no one takes care of me.
Wow. So this culture we live in is into escapism, sedation, and escapism, right? To feel like you are numb and to escape things. And DAX sounds like he is such a compassionate soul, and he wants to help other people, but at the expense of himself. He's spreading himself so thin to the point where he cannot even take care of himself because his addiction has crippled him so hard. And we cannot help others until we help ourselves. And I wish I could talk to Dax and tell him, that his talent is world class, unrivaled, and he needs to preserve himself through sobriety, through self care, and treating himself like he would treat his grandma. Right. That's one thing I like to tell people that I work with is treat yourself like you treat your grandma, with compassion, with respect, and don't talk down to yourself, because you sure as heck wouldn't talk down to your grandma like that.
Yeah, I wanna talk to somebody, but I feel no one relates. I need better now.
Wow, right? That he needs someone to talk to, but it feels like no one's there. Let me tell you firsthand, help is out there. If you are in active addiction now, please seek out treatment. If you type in drug and alcohol treatments near me online, you can find some right then and there. There is help and there are people going through the same thing that you are, and that is one of the biggest realizations that helps people stay sober. Whether it's AA, NA, Narcotics Anonymous, Smart Recovery, treatment centers, you are not alone in this fight.
I think I've lost my way. I'm having battles with faith. It's painted right on my face. I hope better times are coming. No chase, but I'm still running. I gotta take control, and I won't stop for nothing. Dear God, this is my test. Promise that I do my best. Just help me with this pain I feel and pressure that is. I got wasted cause I didn't wanna deal with myself tonight. My thoughts get drowned until I feel alright. I keep drinking till I'm someone else.
He's so soulful when he sings right there. So beautiful. He's opening up. And that's what makes Dax so amazing. He's so vulnerable and open about what he's gone through as a person. His relationship with alcohol. Most people don't want to talk about their addictions. They'd rather sweep it under the rug. Not Dax. He is real as they get, and so beautifully talented in his writing and vocal ability.
Got wasted cause I didn't want to deal with myself tonight. My thoughts get drowned until I feel alright. I keep drinking till I'm someone I don't recognize. I got wasted cause I didn't want it.
Wow, he is literally in a alcohol pool right here, where he is looking and having this realization of, wow, I am slowly drowning myself through the bottle and destroying my house, my living, my body. Because goodness, that would be such a powerful visual of how addiction can feel like it's all consuming, it's gonna eat you up slowly.
Wasted cause I didn't want to deal with myself tonight. My thoughts get drowned until I feel alright. I keep drinking till I'm someone I don't recognize. I got wasted.
Dear alcohol, I found you were even worse than they said. I try to remember the good times, but you actually made me forget most of the memories. Yeah, so alcohol disconnects the hippocampus, which is in the brain. It's where the memories are stored. So that is why people who are blackout cannot remember what they've done the day before, because the hippocampus, that memory retention center of the brain, is completely turned off. And terrifying to think that we're like in active addiction, when you're blackout, that something is inhabiting your body, but you're not going to remember it. And it's like a zombie to some degree, where something is taken over our mind and body, and that is that drug, right? It is terrifying. And what a beautiful song. Dax is so talented. If you like this video, make sure to please like and subscribe. We're going to be doing some more Dax reaction videos next. And if you would please send this to a friend and put in a recommendation of a song you'd like to listen to next, I would love to hear it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.